My name is Simon Thompson for the Toronto Raptors Files, and today I want to talk about a rumor I come across in the Twitterverse. It's what I typically call Twitter junk. So the rumor uh, has to do with Kyle Lowry and Russell Westbrook and whether they're going to be traded for one another. And I just want you all to get up in the comments, let me know whether you think it's a dunk or it's bunk. For me personally, I think half of it is a dunk. I think that Kyle Lowry probably will get traded. I don't know who for. I couldn't imagine. Um, but I think it's the Heat are in a certain space where they need a vet, but they need a vet point guard, but they also need a vet point guard who is like really aggressive about scoring. And Kyle Lowry, he seems a little bit disengaged. I think, getting into the team when they were, just halfway through the season and, well, not halfway through the season, sorry, but, getting onto a team that was like poised, like you could tell we're poised for great things, and then not really happening. And now this season, it doesn't look so much like the Heat are necessarily as scary a team as they were last season and the season before. They seem to have come down to earth a bit, and I think for Kyle, he's in that mode where he just wants to skip to the end and like he wants to play in the playoffs. And playing in the regular season for him, I don't think is appealing anymore. I don't think his competitive drive is in the regular season. I think he's had like one or two good games, but overall he just looks a little bit disengaged, and there just seems to be some air around the team that he might not be there too long. Uh, I can't imagine who he'd get traded for, but you know I I can see him being gone in the middle of the season, and I don't know if he ends up on another competitive team. I think the trade between the two teams, the Lakers and the Heat, might work. Westbrook for Lowry, I think it could work. I think, you know, seeing as how on the Heat there are already quite a few ball handlers. Uh, Jimmy Butler handles the ball a lot. Hero handles the ball a lot, and then they got like a couple of the other guards that do too. Um, so it's not like he's necessarily a necessity. His big thing is like getting stops on defense, right? And I think I, I don't know if he's that into it anymore. Really, he still plays really hard defense, but there's just seems to be some sort of disengagement with him, and I think it has to do with the fact that the vibe of the team isn't the same. I don't know if they look poised to win. They probably don't seem like they believe that they're going to go to the finals or anything like that. I think that might be the case. I if he gets traded to another team, I can't with there are a few teams where he'd be a starter on, but I think overall he might end up coming off the bench for a team that's like really hot and young and needs that vet guy. And I can imagine a team like he would be useful in Phoenix. I don't know if they have the money. I don't think they do. He'd be useful in Phoenix, and he'd be useful in Minnesota, because not Minnesota, sorry, in Memphis, because they're kind of like right on the cusp, and they can kind of use somebody who doesn't need to play a whole ton of lot of minutes, but they need him to show up in the playoffs, which is like precise for him. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what transpires in the next couple of months, but something tells me he's not going to be the Russell Westbrook. I don't know what the heck's going to happen to him. He's probably not going to be on the Lakers, but I don't know if this trade is going to happen. I'm going to call it bunk on my end. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next. Peace.